Fail once, not twice. Well, you heard me saying in the last video that I failed miserably, and thank God I was able to recover. Now, every failure should be taken as a learning experience. Don't take it as, oh my God, I failed, I can't move forward. No. That's not the way life works. You have to see it for what it is, an opportunity for you to learn and to better yourself. And that's exactly what we did. I told you all that, it started snowing and, it's September. September is one of those weird months. It gets cold, it gets hot, it gets weird. September is also the birth month of my son. So it's a great month. But nonetheless, we have to see the things that happen to us happens for a reason. I always tell D, because, we get frustrated from time to time. And I always tell D, sweetie, everything happens because it needed to happen. Everything happens for a reason. And everything is a learning experience. No matter how many times you think that you know it all, you do not. And this is a good opportunity to improve upon the things that you already know. It might sound weird coming from a prepper channel, but nobody is perfect. And I am not perfect. And I screwed up. So what we did is we mitigated that. We changed the bags. We put the winter bags. And then from there, we took off. Saturday, September 13th. Yesterday was a failure to head out and see whether or not we can see a moose or any small game. I was not prepared at all. Failure. Today, we are at it again. The day looks better. Not perfect, but better. But I am fully prepared. First thing that we got to address is the woman.
Hi.
Hello, woman.
Hello, man.
There you go. So, all right. So, Dee has a jacket on. She has boots on. Shoot, I even have boots on.
It's cold.
Yeah, some ammo in there. The Savage Model 42, 410 and 22, just in case. Literally right next to me. In the back, let's go over here. We had the boy. Hello, hello, boy.
Hello.
There you go. The boy has his 410 next to him. I had the KS-47. That's what I'm using. I have Thing 1 and Thing 2. Thing 2 is kind of pissed. Thing 1 just don't care.
What about Thing 3?
I'm looking at it. Alright, let's go to the back. Let me share. Thing 3 got upset. Now he's requiring hugs and kisses. Thing 3?
Let's say her.
Her? No. Alright, so.
Oh, because I'm a girl?
Oh, Thing 3 was mom. Okay. Thing 3 is over there. Thing 4 is right here.
What about Thing 5?
You're looking at it.
Yep.
Alright, so in case that we break down all that we need, oops, I said a bad word. Moose related things, tripod, gloves and whatnot. I should have gloves in there, hopefully. But guess what? My winter bag is already here. I have everything that I need for winter. Mine with a whole bunch of stuff. That green one is winter for Laz and D. Everything is vacuum sealed. That's just winter stuff. There's food, there's heat warmers, everything that they need. Now, hunting purposes, just winter purposes. Hence the fact that Laz is still carrying his hunting pack. That way, in case something happens, there you go. D has a shelf that is mine, and she keeps stealing because apparently it's more comfortable in case the temperature drops. The jacket's already here, and there's a little thing about what, it's just in case we get birds, we just throw it in here and that's it. So yeah, I'm going to fill up throw the extra can, I got it. I'm cleaning the camera because it's really dirty this time of year. I'm getting the fuel, and we are heading out. Hopefully we see something. If not, we're still gonna have a good day. So yeah, now I have vests on. This is the time of year that I start switching and getting vests on, and yeah. So a question that I'm most likely gonna get: where will you put a moose if you get one? Because the back of your truck is full and you have dogs and everything else. Well, guess what? The roof of my car is fully empty, and I will definitely put the entire moose up here if I have to. Ain't that right, woman?
Yep.
Yes.
The Alaskan way.
That's the Alaskan way. Well, it seems that this area got a bit of snow too. Yep, you can tell there's snow. And usually what we do is like we get in the trails and whatnot, and we are all over those things, those mountains and whatnot. Yeah, this is one of the what's this called?
Campgrounds?
Campgrounds. There you go. Look, I usually radio D when I'm up all the way on that peak. But yeah, haven't seen a lot of people. We have seen a few people, but for being a Saturday, not a whole bunch of people moose hunting. I was talking to Mrs. D, and this year we are seeing less people hunting that we have seen in the past. So, yep. But no animals, nothing yet. So yeah, this is one of the campgrounds that we have stayed at here before. We may come next weekend, maybe, I don't know. The weather is turning fast this year, y'all. Turning fast. You can definitely see snow already. It is gonna melt. That's not gonna stick. It's too early. But yeah, just giving a ride and whatnot. Likely we will come back to this area probably next week or next weekend and ride all over trails. They go way past those mountains over there, and probably do it for black bears. They should be nice and fat right now. This area is famous for having blueberries, so they should be nice and juicy. And we have 5 bear tags, and yeah, just gonna do that. Here comes Mrs. D. She was this is one of the things that I really like about Alaska, the many campgrounds that we have. This one, I think the cost is like maybe $3, and they put all that money back in here, but they do have bathrooms and whatnot. So it's, you know, good and bad, I guess. And the river is literally back there. A creek, not a river, a creek. I think last year we were here, and Mrs. D was like, I want to have a house right next to the creek, blah, 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 blah. And after spending the night here, she was like, I do not want to be right next to the creek. I have to get up 3 times to pee. You remember?
Pros and cons.
Pros and cons. So this is the creek that I was saying. It is literally behind the campground, and you can come in here, you know, like, it's running water and it's clean. It's really hard to find someplace else, at least that I have been, with such pristine water as we have in here. Mr. Last got cold. It is a little breezy in the area. You guys may not see it, but it's a little breezy. So he's bundled up. He almost took my jacket. No, it is. It's getting chilly, and since it's so overcast, you know, it's part of the deal. Anyways, right now we're just looking, see if we see any rabbits. To tell you the truth, and this area does have rabbits. We have come across them. quite often, and I do have black bears too. So always keep yourself safe. Hence the fact that you need to have your boom boom with you. So now we are back home. We're back home, and we saw the terrain. We saw how the weather was. The thing is that where we were, there is no way to predict the weather. So you have to roll the dice sometimes. And what we're gonna be doing is next week. Yes, next week we going again. I look at the weather in my area, and it seems that the temperatures are gonna go a little bit higher. So gonna keep an eye on things and see where we're going. But most likely next week, because by next week there's no moose hunting no more. And it's fine. My freezers are full, so that's why you guys don't see me with oh my god, I gotta go get a moose, because my freezers are full. It's a great thing about being prepared. When things don't go the way you want, well, you have a contingency. And me having 3 freezers, you know, I was like, I even told you, I was like, I don't care much, to tell you the truth. If I got one, it was great. We still got a day or so. So if it happens, it happens. And if after that, because I have archery in the area that I live, and extends all the way to the 30, one comes around, if I need to get another freezer, I will get another freezer. But, you know, put in the effort in bad weathers and whatnot is like, I don't have to, because I already have meat. Nonetheless, next week what we're going to do is we're going, because we have 0 bear meat. And this time around, the bears have been eating a lot of blueberries. A lot of blueberries. And I don't know if I mentioned this, but we made a huge change in our diet. Huge change. It has been now for 3 weeks, and we definitely feel the difference. I had lost approximately 12 pounds without changing any of my habits. And Les is losing quite a bit of weight too. He's going to be 12, so now it's time. And I told him, I was like, baby, we have to shave off that baby fat that you have going on. It is time for you. You're almost my size. It is time for you now to start building muscles. And he's like, okay. You know, kids, they see dad encourage him to do something, and they're gonna jump on it. So, you know, I was like, this winter we're gonna be hitting the iron. That way, when spring comes around, we have 6 solid months of building muscles, and we're gonna be able to, you know, do the things that we can do now because you're older. And he's like, okay, dad, okay, that sounds great. But nonetheless, you know, the whole thing here is, guys, we need to learn to fail. We have to learn how to fail, and we have to learn how to learn from those failures. My entire life has been a constant failure, improvise, move forward. Failure, improvise, move forward. And I hope that everybody does the same thing. One thing that I want to share with y'all is that in this upcoming week, the hunt that we're going to be doing for bears is going to be on the ATVs. We're just going to go there early, same location, because I know the area, and there are black bears in there. There are black bears. So I'll be taking my KS 47, 762 by 39. That is 0 out of 100 yards. 0. Very, very accurate. And most likely my son will be taking the scout rifle. He's good at it. And again, that one is 0 out of 100 yards, 308. But the one thing that I can tell you right now that he has been enjoying, and we definitely did some, not on camera, I didn't show that, but we did some small game. We walked the trails, and he has been enjoying this shotgun. This on top of me is one that I purchased, I think it was like 3 years ago. When I got it at Walmart, and I think it was less than $300. They were on special, 3 maybe 4 years. I think it was, I can't remember precisely. I know there was less than $300 or $300 around that price. It was definitely not what it is today. Today, you can find them Sportsman for on special for a bit over $400. So I paid way less, and I bought two. Because I was like, 410s, they don't have that recoil, and he should enjoy it. Well, he was littler at the time. He didn't really care about shotgun hunting and whatnot, and he had been using the 22. During the same time, well, it was really hard to find these little things. Really, really hard to find 410. Now you can find that. I mean, they're now back again. The cheapest one that I can find is $19.99. But I don't know if I shared it with you. I think I have. I was holding 410 even during the shortages. $23.99. Some instances I pay even more. But I have a significant amount. So I'm like, screw it. There was nothing. There was high demand. I pay for it. It's fine. Now I'm just getting more as I use them. I have now 4 boxes that I have to replace. I'm probably going to go tomorrow and replace it. But what I'm saying is that he has been progressively being introduced into more and more firearms. And that is something that I encourage every single parent out there. Every single parent. Teach your kids. It's not a one day type of deal. No, it's constant. You guys have heard me say we go every week to the range. Yes, it costs money. That's where the 22 comes in, and it's very affordable to have your child and take them to the range and show them with 22s and all of that, and then of course upgrade. But we have been having a great time him with the 410. Eventually I'm gonna upgrade him to a 20 gauge and then a 12 gauge, and of course gonna have to pay less, but for the time being he's using the Mossberg. Again, not my favorite shotgun per se, but it's working. I also have been using this one right here. I have my concerns with the extractor. Thus far, it's working great. So if you have doubts about this one, thus far it has been working great for me. A little bit too pricey though. Just gonna come out and say a little bit too pricey because something that in Mossberg that is this one right here gonna be $400. Well, this sucker is gonna be a little over 500. You got 22 and 410, which is a good thing, but still. And the sights on this suck, so you're gonna have to put either a red dot or something. Being brutally honest with y'all. But nonetheless, again, the whole thing that we went through, the whole ordeal, the way that we saw things and we returned home to regroup and go again, or go back again in preparations, I didn't see it as a failure. I saw it as a learning opportunity. That's something that I told Dee. Because she was like, oh my God, for real, really? You lost the day? I was like, no, I didn't lose the day. I gained something that I didn't have. And she was like, what? I was like, I gained the knowledge now that I need to do this way. That way I will not fail. So, something to understand. You can fail once, fail twice. Now that's on you. That's definitely on you. So, yeah, I just want to share that. I will try to do a little bit of filming and whatnot during the bear hunt. If we get something good, if we don't get anything, again, freezers are full. I would love to have some bear for winter time. But if not, there's always springtime. Just saying. Anyway, guys, I just want to share that with you. With that being said, I hope you have a great one. Like always, rock on, prep on, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye, everybody. If you'd like to support the channel, check out the links in the pinned comment below. Consider joining our Frontier Prepper Squad or let an adult to you run. It really does make a difference. And always remember, those who prepare today will not struggle tomorrow.